Hey guys, welcome back to Mokho Talks. My name is Mokho, and today we're gonna talk. Today's topic we're gonna talk about is the continuation of the whole Sweet Baby issues and problems that's been going on the past few weeks. Well, it actually came to an end, but we got a huge push from the reviewers or journalists or whatever you want to call them, from Kotaku, Gaming Radar, and it's basically Gamergate 2.0. But this time they don't have the platforms to support them, like Twitter was in the back in 2015, when basically anyone that has any criticism regarding what they're saying was blocked or shadow banned or banned altogether. And well, basically the cancel culture it's done, it's out, it's all done. We're done with that stuff. So I just want to say something here. YouTubers like myself that talk about these kind of things, we don't see ourselves as journalists. Me specifically and personally, I don't see myself as a journalist. I'm just stating the facts here, and then I'm giving my own opinion about it at the end of the video. Well, this topic in general, not in general, specifically this topic, I am very showing. I'm showing my bias very, obvious. My bias is very obvious in it. I am being very open with my own opinion and how I think of this, and I'm actually fighting against this kind of values and ideology because they go against everything that I believe in. And these so-called journalists don't see the whole facts. They don't talk to you about facts. They don't talk to you about numbers, results, current trends, and what's going on. They just force their own ideas. Say, well, this guy said this, so these people are wrong, without giving any other information whatsoever. And they claim that they have the sources without actually giving proper sources, proper interview, proper research. I've done more research than this person that's we're gonna speak about right now, and I'm not a journalist. So basically these people, me and the other YouTubers, have more integrity in our work, in our projects that we're doing, more than these journalists can ever hope to have. And the day of being an objective journalist that does their own research very well and sees that the facts and lays it to you as a member of whichever community you're watching this from, these days are over. They're not coming back. Journalist is dead, and really dead. Like at this point, it's a rotting corpse. Anyway, without any further ado, we're gonna jump into this topic. We're gonna read the article from Kotaku. I have arranged a bunch of subjects to go into, a bunch of facts to go into to show you guys why this article is just pure shit. Right, let's get into it. Right, so Sweet Baby Inc. doesn't do what some gamers think it does. No one company isn't forcing diversity into all of your favorite video games. Right, like right in the headline, it really there started, like, just saying which team their guys these people are on. Like, it is insanely funny. And if I ever have an article website, a news website to talk about this stuff, I'm just gonna I would never do this. I can't just take this seriously. All right, let's go. Let's jump in. So at the beginning, like, it's just making me really like, just not taking this person seriously, that Lisa Mercant that he wrote this article. So let's start. So Sweet Baby Inc. is not the largest narrative design company in the games industry, nor is it solely responsible for the characters and stories in recent high-profile releases like Alan Wake 2, God of War Ragnarok, and Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. But good luck telling some gamers that right off the bat. So, like, you could see the toxicity written in these words. Like, the very first paragraph, you can see it, how this person is insanely hateful against any person that actually enjoys playing video games. So basically saying some gamers that, like, no, literally the majority of people who are playing this game have seen the bad writing, and we finally found someone who's been affecting him. Late last month, one of the company's consultants discovered a Steam group dedicated to detecting games that Sweet Baby Inc. has worked on. The purpose? To encourage people to avoid those games because the group had deemed SBI was pushing a woke agenda by working toward great diversity. Well, yeah. I mean, toward great diversity, equity, and inclusion. Isn't that basically what the woke agenda is? Greater diversity and equity and inclusion, but while excluding anything that's, well, male, attractive female, and white. Isn't it how it is? And it doesn't have to be just white, by the way. Anyone who's remotely not in the people of colors kind of, any person who's not black and who's not on the spectrum when with the sexual orientation, they're just not diverse. They're not included. It is what it is. The Steam group has now more than 100 followers, and me myself is one of them, and its own Discord that boasts nearly 2,000 members. But this ire against Sweet Baby Inc. and the initiatives in general isn't new. In October 2023, Kiwi Farms posted similar sentiments, stating the company's involvement in Remedy's award-winning 2023 action game Alan Wake 2 was possibly one of the biggest scandals in gaming history. So first of all, just to put it in perspective, what is so wrong for their Steam group to be dedicating to letting everyone know that this company worked on this sort of game? What is wrong about that? How is that any way, shape, or form wrong? If people don't want these things in their games, like, first of all, we are not gonna go look for this group, okay? It can exist, and if I'm a person who really don't want these kind of things in my video games and see a group on Steam that says otherwise, that says that these games do have them, and if you want you can just not play them, then I will go ahead and follow them, because I as a person am looking towards a way to avoid these kind of video games. But usually you people just took it as a attack, and without the person who made the group didn't say anything. By the way, the consultants, the person working, the people working at this consultancy, who are the ones who attacked first and wanted this group to be banned, and wanted the person to be banned, the group to cease to exist, and they made like a whole angry mob trying to cancel this person, which they failed, by the way. the person that started this cancel mob thing actually was the one who got banned. Okay, so, and please, Kiwi Farms, I mean, that is like the cesspool of information you can get from. The cesspool place of information. Like, this is just worse than goddamn 4chan. I mean, come on. The conversation around Sweet Baby Inc. has ignited a fundamentally misinformed Gamergate-esque firestorm. Its employees have faced rampant harassment as a direct result. They did it to themselves. You can see it all over Twitter. They are the one who started it. I mean, it's just really easy to look up. Like, if you just go to Twitter and you see them going on and on and on and on and on. Like, there was a whole thread. I made the whole video about it last week. Like, it's very, very obvious that the employees themselves who started this assault, and not the gamers. We didn't even know they were the employees there. Industry figures have had to deny allegation that SBI comes in and completely changes their game. Which industry figures? Which ones? Who said this? Where is your reference? Where is your evidence that the industry figures are against this? Where is it? Tell me. Just tell me. And by the way, in this video, I will prove this wrong. I will prove this, that yes, these consultancy firms are the ones who are affecting our video games. I will show you how. I spoke with several employees of Sweet Baby Inc. to learn what the company actually does and how the misunderstanding of its role in the industry highlights a far broader problem. So, what do they actually do? Because I know what they did. And I'm gonna show you. I'm just gonna finish with this and just get back to it when I want to show you guys the difference, the different evidence against it. What bad actors think companies like Sweet Baby Inc. do? The games industry has had its fair share of struggles lately, from massive layoffs to wildly expensive games like Suicide Squad falling short of expectations. Yeah, because gaming companies are overpaying these developers for shitty products that are literally not getting you any profit whatsoever. Every expected profits that's coming out of this game, it's not getting to where, at least half of it. Well, it's getting more than half, but it's not getting to the expected profit. And you know, the companies keep losing money towards it, and people are getting laid off, especially from the diversity department, I'm pretty sure. According to the loudest members of the Sweet Baby Inc. detected Discord, the company is directly responsible for those failures, not the studios that employed them in the first place, because of the content Sweet Baby allegedly forces into the game. No one said this, by the way. Not even the loudest members are saying this. They are saying that it's having an effect, but it's not the direct responsible toward. But hey, go off, I guess, because you know, we've been saying this time and time again. Multiple YouTubers have been saying this. Multiple people have been saying that. Literally, the majority of gamers are saying this. The games are badly written. Your characters are badly written. These diverse characters that you keep including in well-established franchises, by the way, are badly written, and you're just not listening. You're not listening, and you keep saying the same thing over and over again. This is why no one trusts your words anymore, because we know what the majority is saying. We know what our you know, influencers are saying, the gaming influencers are saying. Everyone keeps saying the same thing. Even I'm saying the same thing, that the characters are badly written, the story is badly written, the dialogue is badly written. Basically, in general, the gaming industry, especially in the AAA section, the writing team has been atrocious, and it's very evident in the end results of your video games. So this is Kyle Rowley from Alan Wake 2, and someone said that one of the characters should have been white, but they made it black, and this guy said it's absolutely not true. Yeah, I'm just gonna take his word for it, you know. Even games that are widely considered to be successful are not safe from these conspiracy theories. Alan Wake 2, I mean, Alan Wake 2 wasn't that successful, was it? I need to research that. I haven't the faintest idea about it, because I really wasn't interested in a game that needed a supercomputer to run. To spell the rumor that Sweet Baby Inc. was the reason protagonist Saga Anderson was black, a rumor first traced back to aforementioned October 2023 Kiwi Farm post. Again, you keep using Kiwi Farms, which is just basically worse than 4chan. I don't understand why you're using Kiwi Farms as your references. It is the worst kind of reference you could make, like literally the worst. I just don't get it why you're using it. I'm like, it's like basically this person is looking for the crumbs of evidence or bullets or data against any of the well-established factual reason and criticism regarding this company, and just go to Kiwi Farms of all places to get her reference or evidence or research. I mean, it's mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling. On March 5th, I managed to spend an hour or so in the Sweet Baby Inc. detective Discord before I was booted from the space, likely because I identified myself as a Kotaku journalist. Well, yeah. And also, there are many evidence showing that no one replied to you, no one even gave you the light of day. In it, members shared posts referencing feminist frequency founder Anita Sarkeesian, Marcus Aurelius quotes, and pictures of idealized female bodies in games. One image showed several pictures of the protagonist E from Korean developer Shifts Up upcoming action game Stellar Blade. Well, yeah. First of all, yeah, this is how a woman should look like. That's one. And this is a travesty for all women. Not even normal woman that walks around in real life looks like the below. Sorry. And this one, by the way, just anyone viewing this, the first one, the Korean game, was taken actually from an actual woman. They took her, they attached a suit to her and took her actual body into the actual frame into the game. This is her actual body. Nothing in this video game is increased, you know, or added by the developers. This is full on how the woman actually looked like, and she they registered the data from her movements with the suit that she wore. There's tons of videos about it. You should go check it out. Marcus has caused a picture of Adidas one. Okay. Juxtapose against human characters from Overwatch, Forspoken, and Life is Strange. Embrace tradition, reject modernity is emblazoned on the collage. Well, I agree with it. See, the thing is that these people don't understand is that we don't want over-sexualized women in our video games. We just want normal-looking women, at least. Like, we're not asking for the impossible here. We're not. At this point in time, we just want normal-looking women. Almost 2K members, there are already a bunch of inflated 6 people here screenshotting everything. So this will just keep it cool, brothers. We can't let the server or Steam group get taken down. That's all I ask. Keep it cool. Read a post from March 4, which was shared again on March 3. Several people in Discord expressed concern about glowies. What the fuck is that? A term coined by people of the far right for those suspected of being federal law enforcement official or their informants attempting to infiltrate their online spaces and set them up for legal consequences. This is just, I think this is just people trolling, and she took it seriously. Alright, so 2 members that spoke with me via Discord DM shared similar sentiments about why they believe the Steam page and subsequent Discord are important. So they can identify, why is this in quote? That were developed with support from Sweet Baby Inc. and make an informed decision when purchasing them. Well, yeah. Sweet Baby Inc. is a symptom of other ideological worldviews that I believe have taken hold of the Western world, media, and gaming as a whole. He also insisted without providing evidence that Sweet Baby Inc. adds race and identity group quotas to everything they are involved with. They do. They do. And she's saying without providing the evidence, and I have the evidence, by the way. I do have the evidence, and I'm gonna show it to you later. So Sweet Baby Inc. isn't forcing diversity, it's happening naturally. No, it's not. It's not happening naturally. If this was happening naturally, then it would have happened everywhere around the world, and not just the Western world, not even the Western world, and not just the United States of America. It's just a United States problem. Only. Even the person that created the group, it was from Brazil, or is from Brazil. This is just a US problem, and you guys have the majority take in the gaming industry. But as you've seen, a lot of other gaming companies, such as the one located in Japan or China or Europe in general, they don't have these kind of quotas, but only you do, and I'm gonna show it to you. Though these kinds of social media posts argue that companies like Sweet Baby force game studios to include diversity characters and storyline, the reality is vastly different. Sweet Baby Inc. is a narrative design company, meaning most of its work is focused on writing stories and dialogue. They are not a DEI consultancy firm. What was their mission? Wait. What was their mission? Is a narrative consultancy studio based in Montreal and working around the globe are meant to tell better, more empathetic stories while diversifying and enriching the video games industry. Yeah, that's not their mission, huh? Yeah, that's not what they're doing. No. That's not what they're doing. Alright, let's get back to it. That means they ensure the game plot makes logical sense and are satisfying to players, and that characters speak and behave in consistent ways. Oh, this woman is full of shit. Oh, this woman is full of shit. I'm not reading. I don't want to read anymore. Oh, this woman is so full of shit. Holy shit. And the characters speak and behave. For example, a team worked on Suicide Squad long after the story was written, and even then they joined just to write in-game ads, audio logs, and NPC barks. That is insanely untrue. That is insanely untrue. If you guys can go and just see the descriptions that's written about each and every of the characters inside the Suicide Squad, about the Green Lantern, about Wonder Woman, about Superman, about Batman, you will see. You will see how much influence they had. I'm just gonna move past this point. After chatting with Seed Baby Inc., I returned to my Discord DM with one of the members of the group rallying against them. With the help of Blair's own words, I explained that SPI actually does its core focus on narrative work and how DEI is only a small part of their remit. Well, wait. Was it before she was saying that they're not a DEI company, and now she's saying it's a small part of their remit? Why is she contradicting herself in her own article? It wouldn't bulge. With all due respect, it really just seems like the same things to me, but just a bit more hands-on in the writing process. The end goal is to insert DEI type stuff into the project they are working on. The guy she talked to is very smart. TTV Inc. and other industry leaders suggest that this dogged insistence on believing one company is forcibly injecting diversity into games is a side effect of widespread misunderstanding of how games are actually made. Huh? What? Until the industry is more willing to openly discuss development processes, the lack of transparency will continue to be used as a straw man for bad faith argument that characterize DEI as an imposition by nefarious unseen forces rather than an effort to cultivate a more accurate reflection of the world around us. What? Oh my... I can't... Oh, what a dumbass. Oh, what a dumbass. Wow. If she actually believe that this is how the world is, with women with such deformities, and men being these weak beings, and the whole world is black and white, black and okay, first of all, in the world, you have white people, you have black people, you have Hispanic people, Mediterranean people, you have Southeast Asian people, you have Asian people, and like there's so much of the world and culture that you as the writer still to this day don't understand. All right, if you actually believe the Hispanics likes the whole Latinx thing that you guys created, you're absolutely wrong. If you believe that black people like the way they're being intercepted in your video, in these video games, you are insanely mistaken. You are mistaken. And by the way, since you are so inclusive, how come we barely see a Mediterranean person in your video games? Why is it always black? Why is it always transsexual, whatever? Why is it never, I don't know, Russian or Asian, Southeast Asian, Chinese or Japanese? Why can't you interact these people and these races and cultures into your video games? I'll tell you why. Because you don't understand their culture. You don't know what these people, how these people live. You don't know how I live, how my race live, how would I just can't. I can't. It's such it is an insane stupidity. I actually lost IQ points reading this insanely bad, inaccurate article. Anyway, by the way, this is the person that wrote this article. By the way, this is her. No, yeah, this is her. So someone says, does this article mention anything about the Sweet Baby Inc. CEO being a full-blown racist? Because I have a feeling this article doesn't mention it. Hi, you can't be racist against white people. Thanks for tuning in. The passive aggressiveness, man. The passive aggressiveness is insane. Racism, I like the community note here. Racism isn't limited to marginalized or minority racist ethnic groups. It is simply the unfair treatment of people who belong to a different specific race, which can be in fact include white people. And you got the Oxford reference. This is how you get reference. Now, This is absolutely mind-boggling, by the way. Just mind-boggling, because the way these person interpret everything. And I want to her article is pure bullshit. I'll show you why. I'll literally show you now why her article is pure bullshit. First of all, they're not forcing employees to do anything. I'll show you the Ubisoft code of conduct, and I will show you exactly what they wrote. So, this is the Ubisoft code of conduct, okay? So basically, inclusive and accessible gaming experience by design. Games should be for everyone. Ubisoft is therefore committed to developing games that create positive experiences for all players and reflect the diversity of the world we live in. Ubisoft expects team members to design every experience, event, product, services, website, and communication with diversity, inclusion, equity, and accessibility in mind, so that together we can remove the potential barriers and foster inclusive and healthy gaming experience. So basically what they're saying, that they have a inclusivity and diversity chart, and they have to keep, checking the boxes. So that's, first of all, that's the first evidence against her saying that they're not forcing team members or executive to do so. And if you see this video, I'll show you right now.
And instead of asking them, hey, is this very racist thing we did very racist? Or is this deeply offensive thing we did deeply offensive? Are you hurt by it? Ask them what they want to see. Like, ask them what would thrill them, what would bring them joy. And if you have a team lead, put that request to them very, very early. If you're a creative working in AAA, which I did for many, many years, put this stuff up to your higher-ups. And if they don't see the value in what you're asking for when you ask for consultants, when you ask for research, go have a coffee with your marketing team and just terrify them with the possibility of what's going to happen if they don't give you what you want. Because they have to consider, like, I say that out as a joke, but it's actually very, very true, because if you start to consider the people who are player and audience facing and who have to deal with mitigating harm and with keeping the sentiment around their game and their project positive, there's like a genuine value that you can impress upon them with both ethically and financially.
See, you saw what that person said. That person basically admitted that you need to threaten and put the fear in team managers and managers, producers, whatever, how not adding diversity basically makes you lose money. How? And like, there's just so much more evidence against that. You have here the this is from Blizzard, the Environment, Social and Governance Report, the ESG report, which basically had a note on diversity. You have a chief diversity, equity and inclusion officer. You actually have that in part of the company. So yes, it does affect it. Yes, DEI is forced in our gaming world and in the gaming industry nowadays. It is forced. It is there. It's there for the world to see. And you people are still saying it's not. Oh, by the way, Anita Sarkeesian, you know her. Everyone knows her. The one who literally started this whole shitty issue. Hey, this is back in 2019. Hey, CD Projekt Red, I'm always available for consulting because it sure sounds like you might need it before the whole of the internet drags you for what sounds like some potentially sexist representations. What is this? How are you people not threatening game developers and studios and industry? How are you not threatening them? How are you just like, normal people who just want inclusion and diversity in the game? You are not victims in this situation. Oh, and add more fuel to the fire. This was Sweet Baby Inc.'s mission. And if you even don't trust this picture, you can see my video last time where I specifically showed their website and their vision and mission on this website, on their website. Our mission is to tell better, more empathetic stories while diversifying and enriching the video games industry. How is this not them? How are they not a DEI, diversity, equity and inclusion company? How? Oh, and they changed it. This is their mission now. We begin with an all hands review and discussion of the project material. Everyone's feedback sees your project and shares their thoughts, feelings, and ideas. We do this because it kicks the project off with a multitude of perspectives, beginning a conversation that ensures the work is richer and more resonant before it's even put to paper. We then create a complete narrative deliverables by keeping the player in mind, with a focus on user experience and emotional design. We aim to consult with honesty, transparency, bullshit, and a conversational approach to help find the best direction for our project. They just literally took what they wanted to say to ChatGPT and came up with this crap. And you're telling me these people are honest? These people are hardworking people with feelings and feeling and passion for video games? No, they're not. They're evil people. They're people who want their ideology to be submitted everywhere, and the only place that they could really get in there is the gaming industry for some fucking reason. There's a whole conspiracy thing going on regarding that, and I just honestly did not have the time to go into it. Something about the black companies, black-born companies, I really don't know what it's about. That's being led by women progressives that have a lot of money, and they're investing for this ideology crap because their life is so empty. They need some sort of cause to get behind of, and that's the only thing they see. Well, that's basically it for this. So now you see how everything is being made, how these kind of people are actually affecting the gaming industry and the gaming world. You've seen it on Twitter, you've seen it in other YouTube videos. We've shown you the fact again and again and again and again. And we keep saying, if gaming studios and the gaming industry do not stop hiring these consultancy firm, you will keep losing money. PlayStation lost a lot of money when they wanted to with Spider-Man 2, when they had the expected profits up there and they didn't reach it, not even close. They lost money with Suicide Squad. They lost money with Starfield. They lost money with Alan Wake 2. Alan Wake 2 did do that much better. No? I keep saying this again and again, and it seems that a lot of people are just refusing to listen. That these companies are losing money because their writing is atrocious, because you're selling a game that is heavily dependent on the writing, and you're failing miserably. Listen, if this shit wasn't in a Call of Duty game, I am 100% sure no one would give a fuck, unless it's historically inaccurate. Then yeah, again, writing, well, all in all to say, I'm just gonna summarize one thing right here. I think the video is long enough right now. I think it's past 30 minutes now. The gaming industry does not want you. Sorry, not the gaming industry. The gaming community does not want you. We do not want you. Do not want Sweet Baby Inc. Do not want any other consultancy firm regarding diversity, equity, and inclusion. Don't want inclusivity in our games. Don't want diversity in our games. If a game has a setting in Russia, we expect to see Russians. We don't want to see a black person or a Hispanic person or a lesbian chick walking around there, or having a vital role in the whole story. It's in Russia. They should be all blonde, have blue eyes, because they're Russians, and white, of course. If the game is setting in Middle East, we want to see Middle Eastern, we don't want to see Mediterraneans. You barely see black people there. Believe me, I know. You barely see black people in the Middle East. If the game is in Africa, it should all be black, with the black culture. Yes, I want the game with black culture. I would love a game about the culture in Zimbabwe or South Africa or Algeria. For God's sake, something. Be creative. Be a little bit creative. If you want to have a game about diversity and inclusion, and you want to have a game about people of color, hell, make a game that's about pirates in Africa, how they're taking slaves, and you have a slave that fights his oppressors and finally gets free. You know, why can't you talk about that? Why is it sensitive to talk about the black slaves back in the day when, yeah, they were being slaves? Why can't you make a game about that and they fight for their freedom and they're finally free and then they can start building their own home, families and stuff like that? Why can't you do this? Why is it so hard for you people to be creative? I'll tell you why. Because unless it's an established franchise when it was written back in the 1980s, you people cannot do diddly squat because you have zero creativity. Zero. So what you want to do is take something very, very popular, paint it, and well, this is what I expect you with your minds to believe it's gonna end up, and have it popular with the tainted ideology that you guys. But that's not going to happen, because what will happen is this thing that was popular, once it's tainted, is gonna fall to its death. And we've seen it happen many times. Assassin's Creed for one. BioWare game Mass Effect, happens with Mass Effect, it's happened with Overwatch, it happened with some of the Call of Duty games when you have women on the front line in D-Day. Oh, in Normandy, what? It happened. It now happened with Suicide Squad when shit on one of the most, maybe not one, all of the popular superheroes, and coincidentally, Wonder Woman has given this amazing ending career. It just doesn't make sense. It's not making sense. People have had enough. The community just said, "Fuck." Guys, I don't want this anymore. I don't want this. People don't want this anymore. Video game. We just want to have fun. I just want to come home, sit around, relax, play a video game, and have fun with it. That's it. That's all what I want. That's what everyone else wants. How is it so hard for you to understand this? It's beyond me. It's beyond me. Either way, Sweet Baby Inc.'s cancel culture mob did not work. Cancel culture is officially to this day dead. The gaming community won over the journalists and their crazy ideas, and now we have finally some peace in this world. Thank you all for joining me today. If you've made it this far, don't forget to like, and if you like this video if you like it. Just write in the comment what you think about this whole situation is about, and like what's your main ideas and opinion about the situation. And if you like my content and more of it, please do subscribe below, guys.